War is declared, okay?
Okay.
The Prime Minister has just told us on the wireless that we're in a state of war. Seems the ultimatum we gave to the Germans, they just chose to ignore. You think after the first one they would have had enough, unless they think we won't do nothing and are using a lot of bluff. I say to heck with war, and I bet many Germans feel the same. So why not play them at Wembley in a winner-take-all football game? A man I know who's pretty well in, the way he reckons it will be, is that the Maginot Line will easily stop them on land and they won't dare fight out at sea. They may try to send their air force over and drop a bomb or two, but what with our defences and the distance they have to travel, not many of them will get through. I know the blackouts, evacuation and gas masks all create a lot of fear, but mark my words, and you can count on them, it'll all be over in a year.
So it had been like 20 years since the First World War?
1940, Take it away. 80.
When the war started, how long did you think it would take?
When the war started, well, we were still had the feeling of World War I on our shoulders, so we didn't know, but we knew it was going to be a doozy. You know, no way out.
Was anyone trying not to fight this war? Was there any alternative being floated, or did it just seem inevitable?
No, other than the boys doing it. I had one young lad, great lad. He lost his family. A bomb dropped on his family. He's left with his smaller button. And then they came along a couple of weeks later for his conscription. I mean, can you imagine that?
No.
So he got conscripted. He was on the trip to in France. He was in the trip. He was driving a lorry, a truck, and he gets out to take a pee against the wheel, and the sniper hit him right in the back, and that's it. Me and my sister been to the cemetery in Holland twice we went. That's it.
How old were you when you enlisted?
I was 17.
Did you sign up on your own? Was it a draft?
No. 17 and a quarter was the draft, right? At 17, I was on an apprenticeship, and my dad, who'd been in World War One and hurt his foot, he said, look, they're going to start conscripting soon, and they're going to take you. 17 and a quarter was the age for conscription. You know, they've got a certain job they want doing. We didn't have any aeroplanes, so and finally we came up with some Spitfires and Hurricanes, fighter planes. Churchill was always screaming it out about the aeroplane. We can't stop them Germans, and we had a peaceful Prime Minister, I can't think of his name, Chamberlain. And he came back from Germany meeting Adolf Hitler in 1938, and he came back to UK, and immediately he put Britain on a war footing. So Hitler must have upset him somehow. And now they're getting all these aeroplanes, but they don't have the mechanics to look after the aeroplanes. So they immediately came up with a request in the papers. Are you what request? Boys of 16 to 17 to learn the new engine, and that's when I joined, 17.
So it was specifically to staff up the Royal Air Force? It was a drive to recruit for the Royal Air Force?
Not too bad. No, they didn't want too many. They wanted about 1,000 boys. That's not many, you know. And from then onwards, I was capable to look after these aeroplanes during the Battle of Britain, what started a few months later, you know. It didn't start. Wars was declared on September the 3rd, but war didn't come around until maybe 9 months later. They were still talking, but once it came, it sure did come.